Initiating match.
Well, I do need to actually get something real quick. Let me turn on the in-game music so y'all can chill and vibe with it first. Speaking of getting stuff, there are new rewards y'all can get in the channel points.
Osmanthus one.
Nothing but new update summaries. And apparently I did get my... Yeah, I already signed into this. Okay, so I did get my bed, and I did get my folding screen, Pogs. I don't know if I want to forge stuff yet. But I definitely should get started on the Serena Teapot thing. Especially since stuff has began yesterday. Let's see, we're at 122 resin right now, so you should spend some.
fast?
40 minutes? That's fine and dandy.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, what's good, James? We're just chilling. I actually was going to start earlier, but I needed to take some time to perfect and implement the new channel points rewards we have for people who, for everybody. So that took some time. That took some extra time out of me. But as long as we get things started with the teapot and getting GeoDaddy's story out of the way to unlock the new weekly boss, that will be fine and dandy. I'm just waiting for people to settle in because I know it's like 7 p.m. East Coast time, but right now it might still be early for other people in the world. Let me just look at something real quick regarding the web event that we have. Oh, the web event is for invitees. The thing is, wait, let me just grab my link for that. It's like, I don't think it will matter for me so much when... I also just realized for the... Whoops. Yeah, it won't work unless you have like people who use your link to return to Genshin Impact. It's kind of interesting, really. Also, I just realized Microsoft Edge requires hardware acceleration in order to get the web link to work. So that's what be happening. That's what be happening. As for Firefox and other browsers, I think they automatically have hardware acceleration, which is why the web static Genshin Impact websites were not working as they should be. I agree, James, I agree. Most people I know play regularly, and there's only a few people I'm aware of who don't play regularly. I should make the golden fried chicken, but also at the same time, I don't have enough flour and butter. Well, I guess we're gonna have to make some more flour. I'll do 60 for now, just in case. As for butter... We could probably make one cheese. And then we'll make the rest of it butter. Actually, if I just do 15, that will be 30. So that means there's going to be 2 left. His finger looking good. Oh my goodness sakes. That will not get old. Okay, at least we can get some cream here. Some butter here. And some flour here. It's still not going to be enough for what I need, though. Well, at least it's easy Battle Pass experience, that's for sure. I think I'll probably do 5 crab, ham, and veggie bakes. Because I need 20 for the week, right? I mostly use my unmastered recipes for my Battle Pass. Oh yeah, I could do the fragrant mashed potatoes. I forgot about this. Wait. Oh, this can only make 2. How fast does it take for cream to... It takes a minute for cream to be finished? Well, oofy. Yeah, decisions. Maybe I'll do... Here's what I'm thinking. Oh no, even with 20 butter, that only makes 5. I mastered most of the recipes I got already. Guess we're gonna have to buy more milk then. I'll do 50 milk for now. Or half the amount that they have in stock. Didn't realize we need a lot of cream. Hey, what's up, John? How you doing? What is good? What's poppin'? Okay, speaking of poppin', I need to actually, what is it? I need to make sure, I should get Stream Raider started, but at the same time, I don't think I got peeps around yet for that. So I'm gonna wait for, like, peeps to trickle in. Imagine farming in this game. It would be pretty relaxing. Oh, for real, I'm gonna be right back because I need to go ahead and fill up my water jug, rehydrate and all that, so that way we could be prepared for anybody who wants me to hydrate and in case for anybody who needs me to hydrate. It should be a relaxing evening. I think this coming Sunday, if I'm not going to be doing a long stream, we'll probably do a short stream so we can go ahead and farm the new artifact domain. Also, my facial expressions are all over the place. Let me just check something real quick before I grab my water. Okay, we good. We good. Just making sure. All right. What else do you think we should have on the in the teapot, James? And how far have you gone in your decorating? The only thing I've been doing so far is I've just been knocking down some wood from the trees. I really wish we could really destroy some trees. It's kind of a letdown that we can only get pieces of it. Also, I just realized my donation ticker has been very transparent for some time. I don't know why. Let me just correct that real quick. I think they realized I made it that transparent is because there's an important cutscene and it was kind of blocking the cutscene. And also the top part of the screen is usually where a health bar would be for an enemy. So that must be why. Go. Well, that is very transparent. I'm going to raise it a little bit. Maybe about 50% transparency. Yeah, that looks okay. Or actually, because if it's too visible, then it's just slapped right there. So I'm just going to go ahead and drop it down to about a half. Alright, there we go. Spend a lot of time punching trees. Isn't there an achievement, like, unlocked behind punching trees for their wood in this game? Last I recall, there is. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna... What is it? Let me go ahead and get my water for reals. Be right back, folks, for a quick minute. I'll go ahead and play a quick advertisement in the meantime, just so Twitch is, hopefully Twitch won't screw anybody over with any advertisements later. Okay, I think I'm good. Just need to get the hydration, the hydration fuel going for the evening. So, we have a story we need to do. We have, I guess, some dailies we could do. I don't want to get into the story right away because I want to, I guess, let the peeps who are available trickle in first, because I don't want to start things too early and then and then people will be, and then there are people who will come in feeling upsetty spaghetti and feels bad that they missed out on some fun stuff to watch with me or do with me. And then I would feel bad that they feel bad that they missed out. So let's clear some unimportante thingies out of the way first. I guess we could go ahead and look into the teapot first. That was a pretty good amount of time to get some cream. I still need 6 more here. Oh, come on. I clicked it. Oh, what do you know? Thank you. That was exactly what I needed. I guess. Funny that we get Sucrose's specialty on the very last attempt at this. Alright. That's 6. Alright, so we got 1 piece of cheese. 1 cream. Guess we're gonna have to wait on the rest of them for now. On top of that, I still need a bunch of pepper. So that'll be like 11 recipes, then they probably can do... I still need more butter in order to make this. On top of that, doing 10 of this will cost me 30 flour. Let's do some other stuff in the meantime. Let's do a commission so we can get the next key we can get. Plus, I need to decide what the heck I want to spend 40 resin on. Let's see here. Where are our commissions? An excessive amount of electro energy has disrupted the elemental balance. Gotta yeet them.
Hi, how are you?
Heliotro's of building towers in the wilderness. Gotta yeet the towers. Let's see. Pudgy pyrotechnicians manufacturing exploring floating barrels. Gotta yeet those barrels. And then, for old time's sake... Hey, what's up, Drac? How you doing? How you doing? I kind of stayed up last night to like watch someone pull for D-Luke on the Zhongli banner, and after maybe within like 30 pulls after that, she got guaranteed Zhongli and her first Yanfei, so pogs to her. Well, she decided to spend the money. I think she... I mean, then again, yeah. Pogs to her, though. Yeah, everybody's gacha luck is different. I still don't even have D-Luke on this account. Like, here's the funny thing. The game I have... This account is paid for, while my other account is free to play with no penny spent, and for some reason, the game literally rewards my other account for not spending money. And it doesn't want my... It doesn't want my second account to have this dude. I don't get it. It wants me to have every other 5-star and spend money for the 5 stars I want, but not give me the ones that I need. Gotcha logic. Add ass cheeks applesauce. 21 minutes. Alright, so I'm going to get some daily commissions out of the way. We're going to go ahead and look at the teapot system, so that way we can get started on our player housing. You know your boy's got to make a... Actually, maybe we can make a farm. I'm trying to think. Oh, actually, I have a good idea. What if... I think for my teapot, we'll make a dormitory for the characters, right? Because I feel like if we just make a space for ourselves, well, then again... I'm trying to think of it in a way that is like... Because here's the thing, I'm trying to think architecturally. When you used to live in a college dorm versus how you live in a hotel. I mean, it's a living space regardless, so I think I'm still going to make it a Nintendo's dormitory into that for the characters to live in. So maybe like a space for the Lyria characters to live in, a building for the Mondstadt characters to live in. I feel like we could probably, as the game expands, we'll make a dormitory and have different buildings for different specific characters. The only other way I could think about it for the dorms is that we could do it by element. So fire people live in one building, water people live in another building. But then at the same time, there are also cases where, oh, maybe it's a special school, maybe it's a special institution. You would want to have a boys' dorm and a girls' dorm. That's what they did for Obelisk and Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. The possibilities are endless. Yeah, it is kind of a Kinoko crib. Or if they allow us to have a thick, by thick,
Extra thick.
I mean extra thick biome, we could make a whole city or a town. That would be interesting. Minecraft players rise up. Otherwise, how have you been doing, Drac? What you been up to lately? Did you get a good night's rest last night? What was I trying to do? Oh, right, I needed to get my commissions out of the way. So let's go ahead and yeet the commissions, and... What am I doing again? Right, commissions. Which one do I want to do first? I think I'll do the tower first. This one's easy. I'll just bust out my child and yeet those towers. Spent the early morning watching scary movies. Oh, speaking of scary. This Saturday, Resident Evil Village demo. Your boy's got 1 hour to brace himself for the horrors that await him. Stay tuned for that, folks. Stay tuned for that. Because I don't have a PlayStation, I have to wait for this Saturday when the PC people get their demo. A lot of people who've played the PlayStation demo are really enjoying their experience. Especially Curry, too. Curry says it was quite fun. Let me go ahead and give him a quick shout out. And that dude is an OG stream raider.
Hi, how are you?
Hey Rohan, how's it going? Oh, I thought you were hanging out with Art, since he's doing a Discord hangout at the moment.
Cowabunga.
Hi, how are you?
Wow, calling me out. I was just saying, Curry, that since you have the PlayStation and you have the PlayStation demo of Resident Evil Village, you have been enjoying your experience. And I can't be able to do the demo until Saturday because that's when people who have PC can play a demo. So, I'm looking forward to it, honestly. I'm very looking forward to it. Oh, where did you come from? Oh, wait, that's a slime. It's okay, Drag, it's okay. Everybody butchers Curry's name. Curry oftentimes gets called Curl, Kershock. How many times did Curry get called Curl? I mean, then again, people say my name is Nintendo, so I mean, I'm used to it, and it also makes sense because I mean, the Nintendo Me is from Nintendo, so. Call me Karen. No, that's the worst name for you to be called. Do not ever be considered a Karen, please. We all know we're Karen when we see one in public, folks. You know what's really interesting? So when I was leveling up this guy's weapon, the critical rating only went up by 1%. It kind of feels... I mean, for a 5-star weapon, I don't know if I feel good about that or not. And this is like my best weapon on this account. I was called Karen's before the... Oh my god. Oh, hi, Thickums. Bye, Thickums. Seriously, bro?
Cool it.
You what?
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
You what, bro? You what? You what? You want a piece of me? Huh? Want a piece of me? Huh? Alright, who's next? These fruits are next. I crave my vitamin, whatever the heck that is. Yeah, no problem, Drac. No problemo. We're just gonna be eating our commissions, and then we're gonna go ahead and probably do some story stuff. But also, I think we're gonna go into the player housing so we can start... We could go ahead and start, I guess, making our Kinoko crib, our official Kinoko crib into Tevat. Hope your day is also going good, Curry. Speaking of sleep as well, did you sleep well last night, Rohan? Because I know you've been telling me you've been napping like a baby. Nothing wrong with that. Wait, hold on. I actually should use my other team. I should use my other team. Is anybody fighting any undead on any maps right now? Nobody's fighting any undead, but I want to use a Templar. I'll just save the Templar for later. This map has an orc, so I'll just put an orc slayer. Alright, I'll get the Stream Raiders battle ready in a few minutes. The first one. It's gonna be a 3-skull one, so we should be fine. We should be just fine.
Seems all the other knights already have their hands full.
It also looks like the weather lines for the characters are triggered as well. Like when it's raining and stuff. I can't believe I'm almost at AR-56. That is crazy. Might as well flex my AR and my, Might as well flex my AR and my stream title. There we go. Slept okay, just slept just like 3-ish hours sleep schedule split in half during the day. I feel that. That's understandable. If you need a nap, you could always use a nap. I'll go ahead and use the waifus and Windboy team. Even if Windboy is... Here's an interesting thing. So I decided to bust out the Windbloom Ode on Venti, and honestly, I feel like its effect can kind of work for him. Low-key. So here's the dealio. In most cases I would use his elemental skill, his Vortex would be ready. And the attack that gets boosted for 6 seconds does benefit the damage in the Vortex if you still have your elemental skill ready, so... It does seem like this effect can stack with his ultimate. So I don't mind using this bow for him in the meantime while I put Stringless on official. Everything is good except work. That's understandable. That is very understandable. Also did the new domain around 65 to 70-ish times. Any good drops? I saw a picture on Discord where somebody got a goblet that does geo damage bonus. Yeah, get this, a tenacity goblet with geo damage bonus with attack percentage, HP percentage, and some other good stuff. Very jealous. Very, very jealous. Oh, so why do you put barrels up here? This makes no sense. Like, seriously.
Time for takeoff. Yahoo! Yeah! Punishment! Delved into written in the stars. I swear by my sword. Judgment! Let me scribe.
Heh, you wish I was finished. You wish I was finished, lol. My cursor keeps drifting. I think there's the latest Windows update that has my cursor keep on drifting to my second monitor. And it is bothersome, especially when I want to... I should have a stream deck so I could switch scenes easily. Imagine if I was finished. Lol. I'm trolling. That's me trolling this time. Oh, Wait, why are you guys doing this? This doesn't work. This doesn't work.
Wouldn't gliding be faster? Think you can get away? Brace yourself. You can't run. Shadows of lights out. Decided by destiny. Judgment. Barbados, guide us. Let me scribe. Yeah, time for takeoff. Yeah. Shadows of fate. Go is flat. Judgment.
Hopefully they can actually address it. Because, right, I checked with people on Discord, and there's someone who's a professional streamer, like, that's his living, he literally streams for a living with equipment and everything. And he said that it's not the mouse that's an issue. It definitely has to be a Windows update. Oh, I'm about to start it, Curry. I'm just waiting for a good time. Let's go ahead. All right, this is an easy one. We'll go ahead and... What are we looking at? All right, this should be fine. What is my quest today? 3 tanks? Oh, easy. I think I'll do a tank in the next battle, and then I'll do a tank in... Yeah, I'll do a tank in the next one. There's never a good time. There's always a good time. There is always a good time. I think I'll do a Centurion over here. Alright, anybody who knows Stream Raiders knows what to do. Also, for anybody who doesn't know yet, we actually have 6 new channel points rewards. 2 of them which actually belong to Stream Raiders. So we now have a total of 30 channel points rewards on Channel Nintendo. Crazy, right? I took the time to actually find the proper icon for them to calculate an ideal amount of points people would spend for them, etc., etc. So I think we're good on the rewards. There's a lot. Well, Curry, this is an easy level. This is a 2 skull. I don't really need a tank in a 2 skull level. Bruh, James, you really didn't have to do that one. That's for people who follow and they get channel points and they just purchase the first thing they see. That's what I notice everybody does. That's something that a lot of new people do. Whenever they get channel points, they purchase the first amount of... Oh my goodness sakes. Bruh. They have to actually make that, I'm gonna go ahead and refund y'all. Refund points, Let me actually take a look at that points. Hey, all the more points you can use for the other rewards, which are very, very good rewards. I spent time and effort to make them. How many settings can we use to modify? That's as best as I can do. Saving up for Amazon. Oh my goodness sakes. Hey, do you guys want a freebie? Do you guys want a freebie? Do you guys want a a new channel points reward that I made?
Live each.
I could give you guys a freebie. I have enough points for 2. Oh, come on, Curry. No, no. No, I'm going to be putting more restrictions. Anyways, I got something interesting for you guys. Something very interesting. This will be a freebie, but afterwards this will require some channel points from y'all. I got a trick to show you guys.
How about a magic trick? I'm gonna make this Twitch bot disappear. Bam! Ta-da! It's gone.
Ta-da! That's my trick. Oh my goodness sakes. Oh my goodness. So it is very... Hey, that's my magic trick, okay? Okay. I'll do another one for you, Curry. All right. A magician never shows this trick, but I'm glad to do another one.
How about a magic trick? I'm gonna make this Twitch bot disappear. Bam! Ta-da! It's gone.
Ta-da! Oh, that's one of my favorites. That's one of my favorite new rewards. I have so many videos loaded on OBS for the sake of these rewards. I love it. Oh my goodness sakes. Oh my goodness. Actually, I should put some cooldowns on these. Definitely some cooldowns on these. Did I finish adding in the cooldowns? Yeah, I finished adding in the cooldowns. Okay, that should be fine. That should be fine, honestly. We should be good. Your laugh is golden, why thank you. If I genuinely find something funny, like, if... Honestly, you can really bring the greatest joy to people when you laugh at yourself. When you laugh at your own jokes and everything. It's amazing. Anyways, I will switch back to the viewer side of Stream Raiders and go ahead and help my homies out, which include Curry. Also, for some reason, I don't see a new battle pass. I thought there would be a new battle pass, but I guess there is not. Yet. Not yet. It starts tomorrow? Okay, sounds like a plan, Curry. Sounds like a plan. Alright, so... what do I need to do next? Right, I need to clear my next daily commission. We need to get this... we need to go ahead and get this purple key. In that way, we can spend the purple key on... we could use one key to unlock Zhongli's story for now. We also need another key to unlock Diona's hangout. At some point for later. I kind of really... low-key... want to wait on this one because maybe there's a chance they could get the original voice actress to voice the character again for hanging out with them. What did I need to do next? Oh, this one. An excessive amount of electro energy has disrupted the elemental balance. No problem. No problemo.
This will slow things down.
You can say that again, wifey. Whenever I listen to, like, Chinese music with the erhu in it, it just makes me... Oh, you son of a biscuit. It just makes me miss the times I used to play the erhu. I mean, I'm very embarrassed to pick up an instrument again because I'm so out of practice. And it takes major amounts of practice to get back into it. I've been more fond of playing electrical music nowadays, though. But part of making electrical music is using, like, a keyboard. So that would mean I have to get back into using the keyboard. Speaking of getting practice and stuff, have any of you guys been using Duolingo? Duolingo to learn a new language?
You can't run.
I started recently using Duolingo to do a little bit of French and Japanese each day. I think the reason why I'm taking a liking to Duolingo is because of how brightly colored and pretty interactive its user interface is. Because I know everybody has a different way, they have a different preference of learning a language. And maybe because of how, I guess, too traditional a lot of other online programs do for, what the heck, for learning languages, that people have their own, I think it's, part of it is the visual presentation of how you teach a language. I guess the more similar it is to a classroom setting, depending on the person, the less likely they are to want to use the source. But then again, as I said, it depends on person, like person to person. Some people like to learn a language that way, some people don't. Is there more crabs around here? Okay, I'm going the wrong way. Well, this is actually going to benefit me because it's raining, so... rain can help increase some damage. Where the heck? Yeah, are there more crabs around here? Oh yeah, it's nighttime. Everybody can move faster in the night thanks to Rosaria. Yeah, okay. Alright, let's set up some combos around. What the hell?
Brace yourselves. Think you can get away? Delve into destiny. Judgment. Yahoo! Oh my. Time for takeoff. You can't run. Lights out. Written in the stars. Let me scribe.
I definitely enjoy this game's combat a hell of a lot more than... Well, then again, that's not to say that Breath of the Wild doesn't have good combat as well. It's just that the amount of action that you do, the amount of team synergy that you can get with the elements of with this game is just...
Is perfect. We should move out.
It's really amazing. Hold on. I'm curious. What the heck are your characters? I just want to see what Granny's characters are.
wonder if you'd like it here.
The second character means heart. I haven't seen that first character before, though. Not so sure what context the first character would be used, unless it's just for somebody's name.
Oh, it's good the villagers' lives are improving.
Well, then again, I'm learning something new every day, which includes Chinese characters I have not seen before. Or rarely see. Fun fact, it's the composer's the one playing the piano here for Qingse. If nobody knows.
I wonder if you'd like it here.
I'm gonna check something real quick.
It's good the villagers' lives are improving. I do hope the Knights of Favonius are all working hard.
Ruoxing. The character is probably for somebody's name. Because I've literally never seen that before. Oh well. Now I know. I learned something new today. Because literally every time I see pinging here without the symbols and stuff, I get so completely thrown off that I literally need to change the game's text to Chinese just so I can see the characters to make sure I'm not mispronouncing things. Because I just feel terrible if I completely mispronounce stuff in this game. However, when we get to the next city, Inazuma, people will be very crazy all over the place because not just Korean being a language people will learn for K-drama and K-pop, but Japanese from anime, J-pop, and J-rock. There's also some J-rap that people will listen to. Inazuma comes out, people be like, Konnichiwa! Me? Does Chinese do that thing with like my name with J is with the J written with the symbols for something? In most cases it would be for vowels actually. If you use the English alphabet to write pinging, it would do that for the vowels. In other languages, as far as I'm aware, I guess European languages, I know Spanish puts there's like a squiggly line above the N. So instead of Nino, he said Niño. If you're doing Chinese, though, in most cases, they would put the tones. A lot of the times it would be on the vowels. In other languages, I am aware they use symbols for other letters.
It's good the villagers' lives.
Come home, little Chang. You're starting to worry me. Who is little Chang? Oh, it's just my pet name for Chang the Knife. I'm so used to calling him Little Chang now, it feels strange saying Chang the Knife. Last night, he said he was going out to do some research for his novel. I didn't think anything of it. I just told him to not stay out too late, the usual. But he still hasn't come back. I'm so worried something's happened to him. I'm too old and frail to go out looking for him. Could you two dears go and find him for me? Do you know which way he went? There's only one place he will have gone. Ruwang Hill, north of here. Please go and find him, for my sake. He's been out there so long. I do hope nothing's happened to him. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. I feel like out of all the... Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of great music for Liyue. But I honestly feel that Qingse has like probably the most relaxing, therapeutic track. You know what's also interesting? I think the wooden flute is a prominent, not just the wooden flute, I think wooden instruments are pretty integrated in Asian cultural music. In Japanese music, you hear the taiko drum.
It's time to move on. We shouldn't stay here.
And in some Japanese music and in Chinese music, they would use the wooden flute. Well, then again, that's not to say... Because I know a lot of string instruments are made of wood as well, and even the piano is made of wood, in a more refined way. But the way the sound is produced from a taiko drum versus a rocker drum set, there's like a rustic property in the sound. It's like, it's a kind of nuance that I can't completely describe properly. I like to study music sometimes. Especially when since I used to play an instrument, and I like to take particular notes of how music is composed in different media. Yeah, it does, James, it does. Oh, why am I not surprised to see this?
He's surrounded by monsters.
Here we go.
That's not enough particles.
Delve into You can't run. Punishment. Let's play. Think you can get away? Shadows of fate. Yahoo!
He's gonna blow. Oh. You're still existing.
Judgment. Let me scry. You can't run.
Why are you still scared? My dude, why are you still scared? Wait, there was still a mosquito? Hold on. Oh, I see him. Oh, so naruhodo ne. Oh shoot. There's a system mage.
Delves into destiny.
Wait a minute. This is gonna be one of the newer commissions, right? How's there an enemy that's missing? This don't make sense. Bruh? Unless you're above? The only spot left would be above this location. Also, Jean is stuck. It's really come to a point in the game where I just don't know what to spend my resin on anymore. Because I'm not spending golden talent books on everybody. There usually would be a mosquito up here. In this one part of the cliff, there would be at least one mosquito. I know they're called sissons, but I just call them elemental mosquitoes regardless. Things were south next to the well. Oh, maybe it's hiding in the trunk. The tree trunk, because sometimes you could find the mosquitoes in here. So this quest is bugged. I just need my last primo gems. I can't pay for every single primo gem. Yeah, as far as I'm aware, I don't see a new enemy around here. Bruh? This is weird. Maybe I have to kill the Sisson? I don't think I need to kill the Sisson mage.
There you are, eavesdropper.
Oh wait, you're not dead.
Time for takeoff. Shadows of lights out. Fate is upon you. Judgment. Here we go. Wouldn't gliding be faster? Think you can get away?
Use this.
Judgment. Punishment. Wind, hear me. Shine longer.
Well, at least we got it though. At least we got it. Ah, those wretched monsters, ghastly things. All I wanted was one measly moral of inspiration for my novel. Morsel of information from my inspiration for my novel, but nope, I got stuck with this rabble instead. Thanks for your help. Not sure what I would have done without it. Oh, Granny Roshing was worried sick about you. Is she? She's wasting her energy. I'm quite capable of looking after myself. I could have easily dealt with them if it came to it. It just would have been a bit of a bother, that's all. My dude, when we found you, you were cowering right in the bottom corner. You sure about that? Handling monsters by yourself without a freaking, whatchamacallit. I didn't read that last part of the dialogue, but it's okay. It's just a commission.
And just like that, he's gone. We should get going too. Wait, what's that on the ground? Did he drop something? We should take a look just in case.
Said Paimon. Oh, he dropped book pages? Damn it. Alright, well, it's almost time for a Street Raiders battle. I don't think we need another extra minute. I feel like we got this one. Then I'll place my tank in the next battle. I to make this novel a good one, but how? Did you drop these? Oh, yes, these are mine. But I didn't like what I'd written, so I scrapped them, tossed them into the river. Can't believe you went to collect them all. This writing's barely legible now anyways. What were you writing? A story for a girl I knew as a child. These are early drafts that I scrapped. Ah, that little girl. You've no idea what she was like when we were small. Constantly badgering me to read her story. Oh, a vision. I just remembered. A vision. Regrettably, I never had such time to write back then. I wrote the beginnings of a story to start her off, telling myself I'd write the rest when I had more time. Then one day she disappeared. I couldn't find her anymore. I think I know which girl he's talking about. I think I know which one. It's because of her family, I'm sure of it. They never liked me. Didn't want her to have anything to do with me. So they waited for an opportunity to quietly move out of Qingse for good. Well, they'll soon see. Once I made a name for myself, they'll never look at me the same way again. As soon as I finish the story I'm writing for her, I'll see that it gets sold all over the world. That way they'll see the new me from wherever they are in the world. They'll see I'm not the same Chung the night that I was as a kid. Then I can see her again. But first things first, I'm the realist. I need to actually get the story written. I'm sorry, look at me, giving you my whole life story. Anyway, I should get back to working on my book. You do that, fam. You do that.
Ah, a little Chung.
He's back safe and sound.
Yes, I saw. Thank you, dears. He's always been this way since he was a boy, running off and getting himself into trouble, protesting that he's all grown up. He'll never grow up, though. Anyways, it's nothing you should fret about. Little Chung will do as little Chung pleases. Thank you for coming all that way to bring him home. Please accept this in return. I won't keep you any longer.
You with the whole paragraph here?
I'm sure you have things to get back to, but please don't end up like little Chung. He's so preoccupied with how he's seen by others that he's never gotten around to taking a long, hard look at himself. Alas, mortals are no adepti. What is mortal life but a short sufferance that comes before death? Alas.
What is this achievement? Well now.
That was easy.
Wait a minute. Oh, cool. They separated the hangout achievements. That's pretty cool. Wait, did Elemental Specialist get a new... Or has it always been the same icon? I felt like it was a different one before. Or I'm tripping. I'm probably tripping. Alright, let me turn these commissions in. We'll go ahead and get the raid started. In Stream Raiders. Oh, people need troops in Stream Raiders. Let me help them out. Alright, Proto needs something here. Curry needs... Oh, that's a 5-star one. I'll put in more offensive units. Sorry, Anthony. Apparently I did a commission where I finally cured Anna's disease. Somehow. And I didn't realize it. Let us now perfect the art of cooking mashed potatoes in Tevat. Ooh, okay. Okay. Got some extra gravy on there. Alright, now what we're gonna be cooking next. What is this gonna give me? 8 golden fried chickens? That means I need 4 more pieces of butter. Oh god, I need more butter. And I need more pepper. Add ass cheeks applesauce. Catherine still doesn't have a thank you line in English? She has a thank you line in Chinese and Japanese. What the frick? Speaking of okay, well, on the note of languages, I need to do something. So that way we could save up on space. Voiceover languages. Manage voiceover files. English takes the most amount of wait, Japanese takes the most amount of gigabytes? I'm gonna remove the Korean one. Because I don't mind listening to the voiceovers in Chinese, English, or Japanese. Korean, not so much. Alright, let's go ahead and get to the Stream Raiders. Let's go to battle! Also, it's it's that time where I'm just running out of money in Stream Raiders. Yeah, definitely, Maffy. For some reason, I don't know why the English one takes up a lot. Let's just go crazy here. We got this. This is easy. Let's yeet them, guys. Let's yeet them. Alright, so Curry got the most kills. Maffy has 1 assist. The most assists out of everybody. Rohan has landed 2 kills. Me and Drac have at least landed 1 kill. Let's see. Actually, Curry, since you landed you took the most kills, would you like the gold or would you like the paladin? One is the loneliest number, right? But it can also be number 1 because Ichiban. You ever like notice how in a lot of Japanese communication they will always say that, oh, when they say the best of something they say Ichiban. In a way they're saying like number 1. I'm just gonna give the prize to both of you since both of you took the top. Okay, so this one I will put the tank down. Oh shoot, the shop resets. There's an angel tank over here. There's a lot of undead over here. Oh, there's a lot of busters over here. I think I could put my tank over here, but the main issue is still these guys up here. So definitely have to figure out something over here. So let's not put anybody back here, of course. Maybe we could probably do like 2 groups or 3 groups. So maybe there's a group up here to take care of the busters. There's a group down here to take care of the skeleton warriors. And then we can all meet up in the middle to do the boss. I'm very worried about the skeleton busters at the top, though. I'm very worried. I think we could probably just do 2 groups, so... if it's all rogue, then that would be okay. That would be okay if it was just 2 dragons, but there's multiple busters here. We have to get people to... Maybe the busters can be distracted by like 1 person, or like a distraction over here, and then the rest of the offense unit can go down here to take care of the warriors, and then we can all, if we have anybody left up top, we can meet up in the middle. Yeah, I definitely agree with that, Maffy, for sure. I definitely agree with that. We'll see what happens. Got some time, folks. Okay, so now that we finished our daily commissions, we're going to go ahead and check out the player housing for the first time. Apparently I got a loyalty boss chest. Yeah, we're going to get to that, Maffy.
Onwards. We have work to do.
You're telling me, wifey. You're telling me. Okay, so there's a quest that I need to do for player housing. It's called A Teapot's Call Home, and I need to talk to Madam... I need to talk to Ping Ai. Oh, I can own a... Oh, I can own a workshop? Pogs? Okay, so that's where those crystals are located today.
Which should I choose?
Gotta make a purchase first. Gotta make some purchase of butter and... Gotta make a purchase of salt and pepper. I'll do 55, and then for the milk, I'm just gonna purchase the rest of the stock. Alright, we'll get back to cooking in a bit. Let's go ahead and get started on getting our own player house in this game. First, I need to double check something in the rear real quick, and then we'll go ahead and get on and start to make our own Kinoko crib in Teyvat. I wonder how people playing from phone are doing. Oh yeah, you do play on the phone, Rohan. Alert! Mondstadt's weekly milk supply bought out by Honorary Knight. The Honorary Knight is going to purchase everything possible to perfect his recipes. Hey, thank you for this, the epic cyber tank, Draku. Dun, 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 dun. Well, it's still a mobile port regardless. Well, at least since you're on a tablet, that's still pretty nice and dandy for you. I think because like tablets are a bit more optimized than the phone for playing mobile games. Let's make our way over here so we can talk to Ping Ai. Wherever she is. Which way am I going? It feels like memories when I used to do the story lead, yeah. Oh, there you are.
Ah, children, come, come. You've arrived at just the right moment. I've been looking for you.
Yay! Voice lines that I don't have to voice myself. Let's do this.
Oh, what is it, Granny? Need any help?
Oh, no, no. You've done so much for Lea Harbor already. I could hardly ask for more. In fact, my old friends and I have been putting our heads together to think of what sort of gift we might give you in return.
A gift?
A gift? For Paimon?
You're too kind. I only did as I should.
Oh, child, you are so very modest. Uncommonly so, even. But you mustn't decline this gift. I simply won't allow it. When you traversed my old teapot in search of the cleansing bell, I heard your little friend mention that you often camp out in the wilds. That simply won't do. Especially since I imagine you still have a very long journey ahead of you.
They probably watched Aladdin or something, got a reference from Aladdin and be like, hey, if a genie could live in a lamp, why can't we live in a teapot? It would make sense.
Fortunately, I have not yet grown so old as to see my subspace creation abilities atrophy.
What's subspace creation?
Oh, did my friends never mention that to you? Well then, it is a blessing we old folks once received from Rex Lapis, part of our illumination, if you will. I will not go into too much detail, but subspace creation is the ability to create a small, autonomous pocket world.
Give me 1 second for that. There we go.
The teapot that you entered previously was a little trinket created using that ability.
A trinket, you say?
So, in the eyes of an adeptus, creating a magic teapot world is just child's play, huh?
Oh, indeed, the teapot is nothing to boast of. One such as myself must depart from this realm to create a world of one's own. Rex Lapis, on the other hand, moved mountains and seas. That is what one might call an exercise of true power. But that's enough nostalgia for now. The gift that I have prepared for you just requires a few final materials to add the finishing touch.
Ah, so I've heard. I'm still catching up on JoJo, but I kind of know small details of the parts I have not watched yet. What are the missing materials?
That's right! Finding stuff's what we're good at, after all.
Oh, settle down now, children. There's no need for you to go running hither and thither. I have already found a fleet-footed youngster to prepare what I need. What's more, I doubt that you would know how to find the materials I am searching for. Some of them are very rare indeed these days.
And what are those, if I might ask?
Well, for starters, I require some shimmer soil from the banks of Dihua Marsh. Back in the day, it could only be found where the glazed lilies thrived most profusely. You would have to dig downward, following the roots of the glazed lilies, and if you were lucky enough, you just might find a small patch of shimmer soil there. But almost no one has been able to find shimmer soil in this manner since Dihua Marsh came to be the way it is today. Even more difficult to find is smaragdus jadeite, which must be chiseled from the rock of the chasm. Or So it used to be. Ever since the Blackcliff Forge opened for business, they've slowly but surely stripped the mines all but completely bare of it. In any case, Smaragdus Jadeite is an Adepti treasure, and the Adeptal power within is not something that most humans can withstand. Extended contact with it is, in fact, harmful to humans. Goodness knows if that child will succeed in finding these items.
Who is this child?
Well, since you're an Adeptus, Granny, the person you asked for help, they must be an Adeptus too, right?
Yes. I suppose she does count as an Adeptus.
She counts? How come there are so many Adepti in Liyue Harbor? We seem to bump into them all the time. It feels like even when you go out to eat, you could be sitting next to an Adeptus and never even know it.
True.
Oh, maybe so. Who can say? A fair few of my old friends are rather fond of mundane mortal life, after all.
I'm back, Granny. Oh, I don't believe we've met.
Oh, it's Yanfei.
Allow me to do the honors. This child here is Yanfei. She's the one helping run some errands for me. Yanfei, I believe you've already heard of the Traveler and her traveling companion.
Ah, so this is how we meet.
Of course, who hasn't? Much has been written about you in the Millilith's records. You became one of Liyue's most wanted after the Millilith marked you as a suspect following the incident at the Rite of Dissension. After which, you fought off the Millilith at Julian Karst and made contact with the Fatui.
TMI.
Before finally defeating an ancient god together with Granny and her associates, and subsequently being cleared of any and all suspicion by the Chiseng. What a shame.
A shame?
A shame that we didn't meet sooner.
Oh.
If we had, well, I can't say that I would have been able to clear you of suspicion immediately, but it certainly would have been less, embarrassing for you.
That's your excuse?
Allow me to introduce myself once more. I'm Yanfei, a legal advisor. Got a legal problem? You can come right to me. Oh, yes, here's my business card. You'll find it has my contact details and office address. Keep it handy.
I'm not so sure if it's just an Asian cultural thing, but it's a two-handed approach. It's a two-handed approach to give a business card and whatever, or give a gift to somebody.
If you have an urgent issue, just leave me a note at this address. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, I offer a very generous discount for first-time customers.
What's with the discounts in this city? First the Wang Sheng funeral parlor, and now her.
All right, Yanfei, all right. Let's get to the business at hand. I do not think these two are in any dire need of legal assistance at the moment. You'll have to excuse Yanfei. She's always been like this. Ever the talkative one when it comes to her own affairs.
Yeah, because the funeral parlor doesn't receive any customers in this day and age, because whoever needs a funeral parlor much in this day and age. Are you really an Adeptus?
Jaime was gonna ask the same question. You seem really different from the ones we've met before. An Adeptus? I guess. Kinda. My old man said he was one anyway.
Also, what the heck is up with her shocked face? Her shocked face looks kind of funny, not gonna lie.
He mentioned that he once campaigned with Rex Lapis for a long old time, and then after that was all over, he went back and married my mom.
Yeah, you're an Adeptus. You're part Adeptus. You're half and half. Like, the Coco Goat.
They had me, and once I was all grown up, the two of them upped and left on a journey, leaving me with Granny here.
Okay.
Well, that's a bit casual for an Adeptus. Aren't you guys supposed to sign solemn contracts to protect Liyue Harbor and all that stuff? What do you mean he just went back to get married? Well, my dad did say that he'd talked it through with Rex Lapis and that he was fine with it. Even contributed towards the wedding gift, apparently.
Interesting.
Anyway, let's not dwell on that too much. So, Granny, I've gotten a hold of most of the stuff you asked for, except for Smaragdus Jadeite. I couldn't find any at all. The chasm's been sealed off, and there's just no way in. Couldn't secure any documentation either. Looks like the Ministry of Civil Affairs is serious about keeping it strictly locked down.
Is that so? But Smaragdus Jadeite is really rather essential. Yenfei, are you sure you can't find some other way? They have helped Liyue greatly after all. It is only right that they are duly rewarded.
I know, Granny, you've told me 1,000 times already. Well, the chasm's definitely a no-go, but there's still a chance we can figure out some alternative means of procurement. Hold on a moment. Let me have a look.
Whoa, that's a really thick book. What kind of things do you write in there?
That's her diary, and what? Paimon, don't you mean that book is like thicker than thick? That's a
Extra thick!
book. Hold on, I'm saving screenshots from Genshin. Also, Stream Raiders. I just turn off the alerts for now, just so we can make sure the cutscenes dialogue is not so muddled.
Commercial consultancy. Or Snezhnaya. Ah, found him.
Huh, interesting. I was not expecting that.
Crossel, a Snezhnayan merchant who once came to me with some legal queries on certain articles in the legal codices. If my memory serves, all of them had to do with rare ores. He mentioned that he was considering acquiring some Smaragdus Jadeite to make hairpins, and wanted to know if there were any legal ramifications that he should be aware of. Said he was planning to sell them in Snezhnaya. So, I guess I'll go look for him. With any luck, he'll have gotten his hands on some Smaragdus Jadeite, or might have an idea of where we can find some.
Oh, we'll come with you.
Oh, you want to join me? I suppose that's no problem, but it's best if you just stand by and watch. If you try to get involved, you'll only risk placing yourself in legal jeopardy.
Wow, an Adeptus imploring us to avoid incurring legal liability. Well, that's a first for sure. Best we be a little more careful than usual while we're with her.
Aye.
Some people find Yenfei to be rather demanding. Do try to be gracious with her.
We'll see. Shall go ahead and see. Wait, is that a book I need to read over here? Thank you. I wonder if I missed them the first time I played this game, or if they were just added to the collection.
I should open a store here.
Hello, Mr. Crossel. How's business been?
Cutscene, are we loaded? Okay.
Oh, good, very good. All thanks to your advice, Miss Yanfei. What brings you here today?
You're too kind. I was simply doing my job. Now, I believe that the last time we met, you mentioned that you were looking to source some Smaragdus Jadeite to make hairpins. Have there been any further developments on this front?
Well, yes. As a matter of fact, in the end, I did acquire a small piece of Smaragdus Jadeite and had it fashioned into a pair of hairpins.
Okay.
Miss Yanfei, Might I presume that you have an interest in the hairpins? I must apologize, I've already rented them out to a lady named Chow. If you'd like to inspect them, you may have to wait quite some time.
Wait, isn't Smaragdus jadeite really rare? Aren't you worried about the hairpins getting damaged or lost while they're being rented out?
No, I'm not worried in the slightest, because I signed a contract with Miss Chow before renting them to her.
Interesting.
The contract makes it quite clear that if she loses or damages the item in question, she must compensate me for its full original value. In return, I included a clause that guarantees the Smaragdus jadeite is genuine, with a penalty of 10 times the item's value payable by me to Miss Chow in the event that it is shown to be a fake.
No ambiguities there.
Guaranteed genuine, with 10 times the value payable if this claim is shown to be false. Yes, these terms are very clear indeed.
Of course. This way, both the client and I have the assurance we need. To ensure fairness, each of us has retained an original copy of the contract.
In that case, might you know where Miss Chow lives? We'd like to pay her a visit and have a look at the hairpins.
Oh, of course. She wrote her address down when we signed our contract. Here, I'll mark it on your map for you.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Crossell. We'll be off now.
I've marked Miss Chow's location on the map for you. Hopefully you won't have any trouble finding her.
Oh, that's very close by.
Yahoo!
Yahoo!
Oh, you okay?
Oh, whatever shall I do?
Excuse me, are you Chow?
Yes, that's me. Is there something I can help you with?
How do you do, Mr. Chow? We understand from Mr. Crossell that you recently rented a pair of hairpins from him. My associates and I are very interested in them. Would you mind letting us take a look at them?
The hairpins? I can't lend them to you right now. I've lost them. I don't know how it could have happened. I always kept them right by my side, and I hadn't even worn them yet. I spent so much money on them. If I have to pay their original value, there's no way I could come up with that amount of money on such short notice.
Why did you need them in the first place?
My family is in the ore business too, but business has been suffering ever since the chasm was sealed off. We now have a backlog of paid-up orders just sitting around, so we've been having to purchase some stock from other ore merchants to complete them. A big banquet is coming up in a few days, and several ore merchants I know of will be there. I need this opportunity to mingle and discuss prices. That's what the hairpins were for, to keep up appearances. I can't have them looking down on me. But now that I've lost the hairpins, what will I do?
Why does Paimon have a sudden strong sense of deja vu?
Maybe this is because this is the part where we say we can help?
Would you really? I sent a commission to the Adventurers Guild, but I haven't heard anything back from them yet.
Hold on. Don't run off looking for the hairpins just yet. Mr. Chow, would you let me have a look at the rental contract you signed?
Huh? Well, I mean, sure, I have it right here. Here you are.
Let me see.
That's right! Yanfei said she's a legal advisor, didn't she? Maybe she can help Juqiao somehow.
That would be a little unfair to Crossell.
True. Though surely there must be a win-win solution.
Right. I finished reading the contract. The terms are very clear, and they do indeed stipulate that you must pay Mr. Crossell the original value of the hairpins as compensation for the loss. Furthermore, the contract also expressly states that the amount of compensation must take current market prices into account. And given the rarity of Smaragdus jadeite, I fear that the final amount of compensation may end up being significantly higher as a result.
Even higher? Oh, no.
Uh-oh. Juqiao looks like she's about to faint.
However, all of this is assuming that it is indeed genuine Smaragdus jadeite that was inlaid into the hairpins.
Did you really have to pause before saying that part? Anyway, the hairpins are lost, so how exactly would we be able to find out if the jadeite is genuine or not. Whichever way you look at it, we've got to start by finding those hairpins.
Except that if we found the hairpins, there'd no longer be any need to check whether the jadeite is genuine, would there?
Seems right.
Please. Please, don't trouble yourselves over this. The fact is, I lost the item and I should pay compensation per the contract.
It's such a thick sum of money, though.
However much it is, I will have to pay it. My family are merchants after all. It's vital that we keep our word and respect our contracts. Now that it's come to this, I really shouldn't keep Crossell in the dark any longer. I'll go and inform him of the issue and then negotiate the amount of compensation.
Yes, legally speaking, it seems this is the most sensible course of action. But before that, I have some questions about the hairpins. So hold on a moment, Mr. Chow. When you first touched the hairpins, what did you feel?
What did I feel? Well, I remember that the gemstones set into the pins were perfectly smooth to the touch, like the finest quality jade. My family has seen much jade pass through its hands in the past, so I am quite certain of my judgment in this matter.
Alright.
Smooth to the touch, finest quality jade.
Is something the matter?
No, it's nothing. I just need to re-examine a few things. Let's head over to Mr. Crossell's.
Huh.
Ah, Miss Yanfei, you've returned. With Miss Jiqiao in tow, too, I see. How are the hairpins? I trust you're quite satisfied with them?
Objection! We want to question you about the authenticity of your product.
About that.
You lost them? Are you serious? Do you have any idea how expensive they were?
I'm sorry. Truly I am. I'll pay the compensation as per our contract. Every last mora.
Mora? Do you have any idea what I had to go through to get my hands on that Smaragdus jadeite? I just don't... Forget it. Talking won't bring them back. Since Miss Yanfei is here, I suppose we can just have her estimate the amount that needs to be paid.
No problem. But before I can give an official estimate, I'll need to do a little market research. Ah, yes, and if I may just confirm again, it was in fact genuine Smaragdus jadeite inlaid into the hairpins, correct?
Of course! Genuine article guaranteed, or I pay back 10 times the value.
All right, understood. I'll conduct some market research, and once I'm back, I'll provide an official assessment of the sum owed by Mr. Chow in compensation. Please wait here, Mr. Crossell.
Thank you very much. How could she lose my hairpins? She'd better pay every last mora that they're worth.
Looks like I'll have to find some way to raise that money.
Please wait, Mr. Chow. I have something to discuss with you.
Oh, he just showed up.
It's not convenient to speak here, so let's find somewhere that we can sit and talk in more detail.
How could she lose my hairpins? She'd better pay every last mora that they're worth.
Okay, before we actually figure out about that...
Why'd they have to give me that transfer?
Oh, we have to go to that side of the map. Alright, before we go ahead and deal with that, let's go ahead and deal with this Stream Raider battle first. I thought I'd turn off the sound. What? My cursor is not reacting fast enough. Okay, 22 units on the battlefield. Looks like we're set. Okay, it looks like we have Kevlar probably going to become Buster Bait, and everybody else is over here. Let's see here. I suppose we could debuff these guys over here. That way they could be easy kills, and these two are probably gonna die. Yo, go Kevlar! Go Kevlar, let's go! Alright, there goes the Busters. No! Land the last shots, guys. Oh my god, they're splitting apart so much. Ooh. Gee whiz, that was crazy. Matthew landed the most kills. Rohan landed 16 kills. Matthew also landed 4 assists. Drac has landed 4 assists with another Texter landing 4 assists. Oh my goodness sakes, that was crazy. Well, Matthew, since you have got the most kills and most assists, which one would you like, a Barbarian or a Berserker? Gee whiz, that was crazy. I don't believe that. And no problem, Drac. Hope you have a good one, and rest easy, dude. I'll catch you around on the next session we do.
Goodbye, goodbye, good friends, goodbye. 'Cause now it's time to go. But hey, I say, well, that's okay.
We'll be waiting for you to come and play. To come and play. To come and play. Bye now.
I think I'll go to the breach over here. So that means we're going to be doing 2 easy levels here first. Alright, this will be fine. We should be fine here. One more Centurion, I can level up my Centurion. But I don't want to use my Flying Rogue yet either, though. I think I'll put down my Flag Bearer. So hopefully you guys can be able to boost your units with my dude. Alright, now back to the story. Didn't really think we'd have a major story quest for getting a house. Wait, why am I running when I could just teleport?
Miss Yunfei, what is this about? Are you here to tell me how much I owe?
No. What I wanted to talk about is, there is a chance that the Orin laid on those hairpins may not be Smaragdus Jadeite after all.
Not Smaragdus Jadeite, really?
What do you mean? Are you implying that you already sneaked off and found them?
Obviously not. I'm no adventurer, let alone a member of the guild. I don't run thankless, time-consuming errands for a living. Let's just say I made some deductions. I don't know if Granny told you this, but Smaragdus jadeite is found deep underground and contains very concentrated elemental energy. If mere mortals come into contact with it, well, they'll be sick in the best case. And in the worst case, they could even experience a dramatic change of personality. It most certainly would not be smooth to the touch. Mr. Chow, did you at any time feel unwell while the hairpins were in your possession?
No, not at all. I felt perfectly fine the whole time. Not even the slightest bit unwell. I didn't feel anything special at all, in fact.
Now that is strange. I noticed earlier that there were elemental traces in Mr. Crossel's vicinity. If I've deduced correctly, he may still have the Smaragdus jadeite in his possession.
If that's the case, we should go confront him right now and expose his dirty scam right to his face!
Absolutely not. If we were to confront him now, there's no way he would admit to it. Eventually, he would find some argument to compel us to leave. And then, he'd throw the Smaragdus jadeite into the sea the moment we were gone. He would simply insist that Mr. Chow pay up per the contract. He would lose nothing. Meanwhile, we would have to look under every stone in Liyue, hoping and praying that the hairpins do actually still exist somewhere in this world.
A very vivid description.
So vivid that Paimon thinks it might be experience talking.
Oh, it certainly is. I've seen my fair share of situations like this, and brute force methods are certainly one way of resolving them. Fortunately, I have far more elegant solutions at my disposal. I'll share them with you in due course.
Well then, since you're so experienced in dealing with problems like this, perhaps you could help me, Miss Yunfei.
Oh, that won't be a problem. But first, Mr. Chow, could I ask you to please sign this contract?
Huh? Does there have to be a contract for everything? Paimon can't even keep track.
If I had one Mora for every single time I hear the word contract.
It feels like Yanfei is even more concerned with them than a certain someone else we know.
These are my formal terms of engagement. Everything prior to now has just been pro bono advice. But for me to investigate any further, I require a written contract. Any work commissioned but not bound by a contract cannot be relied upon.
I understand. Then I will be glad to place this matter into your capable hands if you will take it, Miss Yunfei.
No problem. Just sign here, and I'll sign too. Okay. Now write your address here, and then sign on this page as well.
Look at Paimon's face. Look at Paimon's face. Paimon's making a Monka-S face, like, what? Oh, oh my goodness sakes. Just sign here, and just sign here, and then sign there, and then sign over here. Oh my goodness sakes. Wait, what was the last thing I pasted? Oh.
And I'll also need your signatures on pages 5, 7, and on the very last page. Finally, if you could just use this ink pad to make a handprint over here.
Oh my goodness sakes. Oh, these faces.
This contract has so many pages. Paimon's all out of brain juice again.
Paimon's always running out of brain juice no matter what. Who needs brain juice in 2021? Plus the soul, the firstborn, your social security number, the 3 digits on the back of your credit card. Such an ordeal.
Alright, that should do it. My fees are the same as always, and they're written in the contract. Have a look through and let me know if you have any questions.
I've had a read through. Everything checks out.
Well then, here's your copy of the contract. I will retain the other copy.
Needed me to do anything?
Not for now, no. Despite how intractable this problem might sound, it will actually be quite straightforward to resolve, once we've got some things squared away. I don't believe you have been part of an investigation like this before, in which case, hopefully this should be quite the experience.
Miss Yunfei, I have to ask, why are you helping me?
Because, as it happens, I'm currently trying to acquire some Smaragdus jadeite myself. I noticed strong traces of geoenergy around Mr. Crossel, so perhaps he has, in fact, secured some. Whether he actually made it into an item of jewelry or not is a separate matter, but either way, it's a lead. As long as we follow it, who knows? We might just be able to get our hands on some Smaragdus jadeite. Also, the idea of someone abusing the law to their advantage, I won't stand for it. But again, let's not dwell on this. Let's go to... where can we find someone who processes ore?
Somewhere near the chasm?
I've got it! Let's pay a visit to Chateau, the boss of the Jade Mystery. He's a professional when it comes to working with stone and ore. If Mr. Crossel had his ore worked on at all, Chateau would undoubtedly have been his first choice.
Oh, the dude behind you.
Let me tell you how.
Oh yeah, that's basically... Chateau is basically... His name literally means rock in Chinese.
Why, hello there, honored customers. Welcome to... Oh, it's you, Miss Yanfei. Is something the matter? Surely not more spurious claims that my jade betting is rigged and no one can ever win? Oh, I swear on all that is sacred.
No, nothing of the sort. Has a Snezhnyan merchant named Crossel enlisted your ore processing services recently by any chance?
A Snezhnyan merchant named Crossel, you say? I do remember that. He brought me a piece of ore, claiming that it was Smaragdus jadeite.
I could have sworn that he has a different voice actor in his... in his previous lines.
That was the first time I'd ever encountered it, so I had no way of telling if it was really Smaragdus jadeite or not. But if a customer insists, far be it from me to contradict them. He was quite generous with his money, too, so I didn't give it too much thought. I processed the ore as per his request.
Do you have any leftover debris from your work on it?
Why, yes. It was my first time encountering this ore, after all, so I kept a few loose shavings to study myself later. They're right over there, in fact.
Thank you, sir. We'll take a look at them.
Try your luck betting on Jade?
Yeah, that's a different voice. This could be regular Jade.
If my eyes don't deceive me, the cross-sections and patterning suggest that these are Smaragdus nephrite shavings.
Smaragdus nephrite?
Yes. It's not particularly rare, nor is it especially valuable. It's used to make jewelry all the time. I've heard it said that Smaragdus nephrite is in fact the outer layer of Smaragdus jadeite, though no one's ever proven it.
A thin layer of separation, huh?
If you must see for yourself, try examining these shavings for traces of elemental energy. Smaragdus nephrite is an entirely ordinary ore, containing no elemental energy whatsoever.
Is that so? Well, we might as well give elemental sight a shot.
Also, what kind of face are you making here, Paimon? That's a very interesting face.
So, did you find anything?
Not a single trace of elemental energy.
So they really are different. But wait, how come Jichao was able to tell what it was just by looking at the shards? That's pretty awesome.
There's nothing special to it. It just so happens that I've come across a great many of these in my time.
Why couldn't Shito tell them apart?
These two stones actually look very similar. Someone without a deep understanding of them would find it very difficult to tell them apart. There may be only a subtle difference for the casual viewer, but that translates to an astronomical difference in terms of the market price. And, I'm sure, a significant difference in the cost of having them carved into shape.
All right, let's focus up. We're going off on a tangent.
But, never mind, Shirto. Why would Mr. Crossel...
Unusual actions have unusual reasons behind them. let's take some of these shavings back to Chateau.
Maybe it's because when they're processed, they do seem similar to the actual real material.
Miss Yenfei? Might I be so bold as to inquire,
If you could just confirm for me once more, sir. Mr. Crossell did indeed claim that the ore he brought to your store was in fact Smaragdus jadeite, did he not?
Yes, that's right. I still have a record of the job with me, in fact. Here. It says quite clearly, 1 chunk Smaragdus jadeite, uncut.
Then I have no further questions. But could I borrow the processing record and these stone shavings?
Of course. But might I ask why you need them?
Oh, I have my reasons. Ah, yes. Please sign here on this affidavit. This document shall serve as signed proof that these stone shavings originated from the, ore that Mr. Crossell brought to your store. Please read it carefully.
Yes, I see. Forgive me for asking again, Miss Yenfei, but might I know the nature of the incident on this occasion?
I wouldn't say there's been an incident, just a minor issue. Thank you, sir. I'll take these with me.
With this hard evidence to back us up, Crossell won't dare try to deny what he did.
On the contrary, this is far from sufficient to build a case. We need to find something a little more compelling. If you want to make jewelry, you need a professional jewelsmith. Let me think. Jewelry. Nope.
Look at the main character's face. She's just shocked. Wow, that book actually has everything.
Aha! Got it! Xingxi. She often helps people to find a jewelsmith. Let's go pay her a visit.
Xingxi?
Well, that was quick. How come you know so many people?
Because lots of people come to me for legal advice every day. As you know, Liyue Harbor is the city of contracts. And contracts, well, I should say laws, are very important to us. But the amendments made by the Tianquan to our laws are unnecessarily complicated. How can I put this? It just seems like they're hard to understand and impossible to finish. As such, legal advisors like myself provide quite the popular service indeed.
I see.
You help them make sense of the law. But didn't you say that it's hard to understand and impossible to finish?
Yes, well, that's no obstacle because I've memorized all the legal codices.
You memorized them?
You sound surprised. Knowing the law inside out is a legal advisor's bread and butter, you know?
Is this how Adepti becomes so adept at everything?
Oh, this has nothing to do with being an Adeptus. I just like reading things.
Again, with that casual tone.
Well, that's that then. Let's go look for Xingxi.
I think I know exactly where to go for this.
But we have some new items in. Oh, Miss Yenfei, it's you. Has something happened? Did the client from last time,
Have no further trouble from then on? Yes, of course. I'm just here to ask you a few questions. Has a merchant by the name of Crossell asked you to put him in contact with a jewelsmith recently?
Crossell? Yes, I remember him. He's a merchant from Snezhnaya, no? Yeah, he came to me with a chunk of something he called Smaragdus jadeite. The design of the hairpins that he gave me was quite intricate, so it took me some work to find someone who was up to the job. Eventually, I found an older jewelsmith who made them exactly according to his specifications.
I see.
This order was on hold for a very long time, and only completed quite recently, which is why I remember it so well.
Doesn't seem like there's any evidence to be found here.
Miss Inksy, I'd like for you to confirm for me once more. When Mr. Crossell commissioned you to find him a jewelsmith, did he or did he not assert that the material he presented to you that day was called Smaragdus Jadeite?
Yes, I'm sure of it. The hairpins were made using many expensive materials, and the asking price was quite high, so we had to put this transaction on record with the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
She just looked like the other woman. I mean, in a lot of online games, they always recycle human models. All right, no problem, Curry.
Mr. Crossell wasn't very familiar with the necessary procedures, so I filed it on his behalf.
Thank you so much for stopping on by. I'll be sure to try my best to keep it going with Stream Raiders, and hopefully you have a good, wonderful rest of your Wednesday.
Goodbye, goodbye, good friends, goodbye. 'Cause now it's time to go. But hey, I say, well, that's okay.
We'll be waiting for you to come and play. To come and play. To come and play. Bye now.
I need a lot of hydration. Lots of hydration.
I also kept a copy for my own records. See for yourself, the item is called Smaragdus Jadeite Twin Phoenix Pins. The inlaid gemstone is recorded as Smaragdus Jadeite. The document even has the official seal of the Ministry on it.
The Ministry?
Thank you, Sinksy. Now, could you let me borrow this document?
Sure, it isn't serving much purpose here anyway. I take it then that there's been some more trouble?
Nothing you need to worry about, just a minor issue. I'll return your document as soon as I'm done with it. Thanks again.
Why is everyone's first reaction always to assume someone or something is in trouble?
Must be the nature of legal consultancy.
I believe we have almost all the evidence we need. We just need to make one last trip. Let's go to Boo Boo Pharmacy to speak with Dr. Baiju.
The pharmacist? What's up, Doc?
The weirdo with the snake around his neck? What do you want to speak to him for?
Because only he can provide an authoritative statement confirming that Smaragdus Jadeite is harmful to the human body.
Ah.
Once we have this final piece of evidence in our hands, we can wrap this case up.
I see. Interesting. That was a teensy bit faster.
Let's play.
Oh, hey, what's up, Doc?
Show me your prescription. I can't read what this says.
And he still has the talking snake. It's been a long time since I last saw you, Doc. Hopefully you'll be a playable character. I'm just gonna switch to GeoDaddy to get some GeoDaddy representation.
Please, show me your prescription. I can't read what this says.
He has a very intricate jacket, that's for sure.
Please, show me your prescription.
What's up, Doc?
My, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Though I'm afraid that if you're looking for our little Chi-Chi, she's out gathering herbs. And if it isn't Miss Yenfei as well, now that's an even rarer honor. What business brings you here, might I inquire? Some charlatans peddling ineffectual medicines again, no doubt?
No. I'm here this time to ask if you're familiar with Smaragdus Jadeite.
Smaragdus Jadeite? Why, yes, there is some information about it included in the 6th commentary on the 7 Mountain Treatises. The 7 Mountain Treatises states that this substance springs forth from stone marrow within the mountains and will bring disaster to any mere mortals who touch it. It is abundant in elemental energy, so if someone without a vision is in contact with it for a prolonged period, best case scenario, they fall ill. Worst case scenario, they'll suffer great changes in personality and their illness will only ever get worse. Anyway, I'm sure you didn't come all this way just to chit-chat. Knowing you, Yenfei, and given the specific nature of your question, I suppose that you're about to ask me to write an official affidavit attesting to the pharmaceutical peculiarities of Smaragdus Jadeite?
That is indeed the case. If you would be so kind, Dr. Baiju.
No trouble at all. It's just a single document, won't take me a moment. I would mention, though, that you are not the only one who's developed a curiosity for Smaragdus Jadeite recently. A Snezhnayan merchant came to ask me about it not long ago. But after I gave him my reply, his expression shifted to one of remarkable disappointment.
Solve the case. No need for Phoenix. Right, exactly.
I wonder, Miss Yenfei, if your pressing business might be related to this Snezhnayan merchant?
You needn't concern yourself about that, Dr. Baiju. Thank you for penning us that document. I'll make sure to compensate you in due course.
You're too kind. Take care now.
No, we wanted to pull for you.
That Baiju guy is as weird as ever. Is it just Paimon, or does it feel like he was fishing for something back there?
Dr. Baiju's always been like that. Well, we have the evidence we need. Let's go find Mr.
Show
Crossell.
me your prescription.
Take care now, everyone.
Oh, is that all he's got to say? Never mind then. He's definitely one of the taller characters here.
I can't read what this says.
He definitely is the Dendro element, but we still don't know how this element plays. Nor do we know this guy's fighting style. It's very interesting with the teleport waypoints that we don't know, like, why is it that some days there's a loading screen, some days there isn't? Sometimes with efforts, that's what they call in the voiceover industry. When they make the grunt sounds and everything, it's called efforts. I mean, how natural could you get with them? I know, like, one of the things they will say in the vocal booth is that it has to sound like poop or sex. Every or every ugh, or every and all that. But you still have to do multiple takes of it because sometimes it doesn't sound convincing enough. Because it doesn't sound purely like poop or sex. I mean, to be fair, you can't completely argue with the engineers and everybody else behind a voiceover production. That's what basically, and the poop or sex thing is brought up by the boyfriend of.
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth, and those that come across leadership.
I'm speaking. It was brought up by the boyfriend of Paimon's English voice. Their boyfriend is a sound engineer, and they said the poop and sex thing as well as the English voiceover director. But they're not wrong, though. They're not wrong. We do make interesting noises when we commit our bodies to those specific deeds, of course. Anywho, I want to get my house. I hope we can finish this ASAP, and I don't know how long Zhongli's story is gonna take. I started a bit later than I expected.
so it is where many things come to settle.
All right, Crussell.
Miss Yanfei, have you finished your investigation? I trust you will now be in a position to assess the compensation due.
Yes, my investigation is indeed concluded. I can now provide a final figure for the amount payable.
Heh.
Wonderful. Well then, please, could you do the honors, Miss Yanfei?
Of course. According to the stipulations of the contract, Mr. Crossell, you must pay Mr. Chow 10 times the original transaction price in Mora.
He is from Snezhnaya, so he does come from a country with a thick sum of money.
Sure. Wait, what? Me pay her? Surely there's been some kind of mistake, Miss Yanfei.
Not at all. According to my investigations and the material evidence that we've gathered, the substance claimed to be smaragdus jadeite that was inlaid within the smaragdus jadeite twin phoenix pins that you rented out to Mr. Chow was, in fact, smaragdus nephrite. Now, the contract states very clearly that 10 times the price shall be paid should the article not be genuine. Accordingly, you are liable for this sum, which is payable to Mr. Chow in Mora.
Material evidence? What material evidence? Why, Miss Yanfei, you cannot frame me like this. I spent a huge sum to obtain that smaragdus jadeite, and yet you claim that the ore inlaid on the hairpins is somehow fake? I demand to see your evidence.
Indeed. Only a testimony from an expert witness involved in the processing of the ore can serve as an authoritative assessment of whether it is genuine. Traveler, please produce the evidence in question.
It's going to take like 30 minutes, maybe more. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I could spare 30 minutes.
This is a processing record from the Jade Mystery, along with stone samples and an affidavit signed by the business owner, Chateau.
Seriously? Even the boss there couldn't differentiate between smaragdus jadeite and smaragdus nephrite. How does this prove anything? In any case, smaragdus nephrite is the outer layer of smaragdus jadeite. So I had him cut away the nephrite, he returned the valuable jadeite core to me, and some nephrite samples remain in the store. What am I missing exactly?
That's an unsubstantiated belief.
Well, your claim that my ore is fake is just as unsubstantiated. And we are here to talk about evidence, aren't we?
Ugh. Looks like our first piece of evidence didn't convince him at all. Seems like he came prepared. What should we do next?
Hard evidence, something legally binding. We have just the thing. Show him, Traveler.
This document proves that my hairpins are the real deal, doesn't it? This is the Ministry's seal, after all. It shows that the ore inlaid on the pins is indeed smaragdus jadeite.
Our second piece of evidence didn't work either. And this guy's getting more belligerent by the second.
You know, you could be right. Perhaps the hairpins are the real deal after all.
Of course I'm right. All the evidence shown supports my story.
Well, hang on a moment now, because I do recall one final piece of evidence that we haven't revealed yet.
It's going to take like 30 minutes already. Wait, I already read that. I already read that. Oh, I can actually make this close-up into a piece of Photoshop art. Yeah, I could do that. Without the dialogue and stuff in the way. Oh, she blinked.
Traveler, would you do the honors? This shall serve as decisive proof of our case.
Here's the evidence from Boo Boo Pharmacy.
What's this?
Boy.
Boy.
Smaragdus jadeite springs forth from stone marrow within the mountains and will bring disaster to any mere mortals who touch it. Sustained contact with smaragdus jadeite over a prolonged period will, in less serious cases, cause a mild malady, while in serious cases, the patient may suffer a dramatic change of personality and fall seriously ill. Mr. Crossell, were you aware of these peculiar properties of smaragdus jadeite?
had no idea.
No idea, you say? I'd guessed as much. But for you to have rented out such a dangerous item, I'm afraid that this falls outside the scope of my work, but within that of the Ministry of Civil Affairs. However, I'm sure that the Ministry will be relatively lenient considering that, as you say, you were ignorant of the danger you posed. Don't worry, Mr. Crossell. I will make sure that all the evidence presented here will be handed over to the Ministry. I trust that you'll give them your full cooperation in their investigations.
What? Wait! I knew.
Oh, so you knew? Oh, dear Mr. Crossell. But if you knew of Smaragdus Jadeite's dangerous properties beforehand, why would you...
Huh? No, The hairpins aren't actually
inlaid with genuine Smaragdus Jadeite? Is that what you were about to say?
Huh.
You do understand, Mr. Crossell, that this means that you will have to pay Ms. Sir Chow 10 times the original price in Mora?
I know her name is difficult to say because it's Chinese, but man. Oh, this voice actress must have suffered a lot recording that.
Mr. Crossell, your answer, please. My client and I are waiting.
Yep, he's seriously intimidating right now. It's like she's a different person.
Again, that's legal consultancy for you.
I admit it. I confess. The ore I had inlaid on those hairpins was Smaragdus nephrite. But I'm a victim in all of this too. I invested a great deal of time and money into acquiring that small amount of Smaragdus jadeite, in the hopes of turning it into a piece of jewelry that would fetch a fine price. But after receiving it and carrying it around for a few days, I started to feel extreme discomfort. I couldn't sleep a wink or eat a single bite. I was in a constant state of agitation, too. I went to Boo Boo Pharmacy to get myself checked out, only to discover that this sort of stone cannot be worn as jewelry. But how could I let all that money go to waste? That's why I had another pair of hairpins made from Smaragdus nephrite, which is almost indistinguishable from Smaragdus jadeite. I kept the real Smaragdus jadeite in a specially made box. I daren't touch it again. I was worried that someone would see through it, which is why I only dared to rent them out, not sell them. And then to top it all off, Jiqiao lost the hairpins after I rented them out to her.
So why did you charge her such an extortionate rental price?
Exactly! If they weren't the real deal, why'd you make her pay so much?
I didn't want to either, but when I purchased that Smaragdus jadeite, some of my business partners found out. I knew they'd be watching closely to see how much I could make off it. If word got out that I sold a pair of fake hairpins, then my days in this line of business would be over.
All right, let's cut the appeals phase right there. I failed to see what bearing any of this has on your transaction with my client. According to the contract, you must pay Mr. Chow 10 times the original price in Mora, and that is final.
10 times?
Crossell looks like he could faint any second.
As for me, according to my contract with Mr. Chow, 20% of that sum will go to me.
20%? That's as much as I spent on that Smaragdus jadeite.
Please, you got a financial firm here in the city. Snezhnaya also has a great sum of money, my dude.
There's no need. It's fine. You don't have to pay me that much, Mora. Even if the Smaragdus jadeite on those hairpins was fake, I still bear responsibility for losing them. Legally or not, I think I owe some compensation for that.
Oh, she's just being generous now.
Ms. Jiqiao, you...
However, Mr. Crossell, since you have no use for that chunk of Smaragdus jadeite, why don't you give it to me instead? I'll consider us even.
What? But all right then. This cursed rock's brought me enough grief as it is.
I have the high ground, Anakin.
Miss Yunfei, I'll turn this Smaragdus jadeite over to you. I trust that it will suffice as remuneration?
Well, that's not quite how the rules say this should go, but whatever. It'll do.
Thanks so much for your help this time, Miss Yunfei. When you have the time, I'll be sure to visit and express my thanks more appropriately.
Oh, come on. No need to stand on ceremony. Now, if I may confirm this again, Mr. Chow, Have you and Mr. Crossell come to an understanding?
Well, yes, I believe we have.
Well then, that's good. Mr. Crossell, it seems that my client has no further claims against you.
Is that so? That's good. That's good.
Actually, Mr. Crossell, I'd like to talk business for a second if I may. I could see from the hairpins you produce that you're very skilled in jewelry design. My family, on the other hand, works in the ore business, and we have a fair stock of fine ores. If we could join forces, your jewelry designs and our choice ores, I think we could do some fine business between us.
Why does she seem like an ambulance chaser to show up randomly and get into this whole case?
Let me think for a moment.
Are you talking about the, Yanfei?
Well, that's that. And we've got the Smaragdus Jadeite that Granny wants too. All's well that ends well, eh?
Yes, though there were some twists and turns along the way.
Exactly. Usually when someone tells us they've lost something, we end up searching all over the place for it. But this time, you managed to solve the problem with just a big stack of documents.
Well, here's the thing. When someone is not human, as you can see her antlers, she's not human, and they exhibit magical powers, they have some kind of ex machina excuse. That's what I'm going to call it, the ex machina excuse. Because when there's the guy named Jeremy who makes the YouTube channel videos, CinemaSins, when a character shows out of nowhere, that's called ex machina. Like, and a lot of times it happens in cartoons too, where a character literally just shows up out of nowhere. That's the ex machina concept.
Even though the solution didn't involve actually finding the hairpins.
The right solution depends on your perspective on the problem. The objective of my client, Mr. Chow, was to reduce her liability to pay compensation. So, rather than looking high and low for some hairpins, proving that the rented item was nowhere near worth what the vendor had claimed it to be was the more efficient solution.
Can't say I've ever met an adeptness like you before.
An adeptus. Speaking of, you took part in that battle, didn't you? In which case, you would have heard what Granny said. Liyue Harbor is now a city ruled by humans. The title of Adeptus means precious little to me compared to my job as a legal advisor. In any case, don't you think that the Liyue Harbor of today needs legal consultancy far more than it needs adeptal powers?
Paimon can think of someone who would definitely disagree with your reasoning.
I think that there is more than just a reason involved here, Paimon.
Well, since we got what we came for, it's time to pay Granny a visit. I bet she's been on tenterhooks for a while now.
Who says tenterhooks? Well, at least we finally got the genuine article. Speaking of being on tenterhooks, let's go ahead and make sure that our fellow raiders and stream raiders are not also on tenterhooks waiting for me to start the battle. My bad, folks. My bad. I know I've been keeping people waiting, but when I'm in a place of interactive dialogue, I don't really... Let's see here. Alright, so we'll do this battle. I think you all could just go crazy here. We'll debuff these guys over here. Alright, I need to go up and use the restroom for a quick bit. Grab a snack or so. We got Rohan, Maffy, and everyone else here. Let's go ahead and get this started, and let's yeet the battlefield. I'll be right back. Oh, GG's on that one, Rohan. You landed the most kills and the most assists. You know what? Let's go ahead and give this to you. You didn't get a reward yet, so great job on that. This next level will also be easy, so we should be just fine and dandy. Oh, let me turn the music back on, actually. I was originally going to get something to eat, but then I have to like wait for it to heat up in the microwave or something like that. If I didn't have anything like a banana or whatnot, so. What do I want to bring this time? I think I'll do another flag bearer. Yep, you guys got this. I believe in you guys. I'll just drink some water to curb my hunger for now. I have ate a very thick lunch yesterday, so I wasn't hungry for a while. So a lot of calories needed to get burnt over the past several hours. It was crazy. It feels like using hashtags on Twitter is not working anymore. What the heck? Do hashtags not attract people? Anyway, let's go ahead and speak to Granny now. Let me also check my homies to see how they're doing in Stream Raiders. Alright, looks like everybody is... see how they're doing in Stream Raiders. Oh, I just needed to check on my channel to see how we're doing in the performance. Yeah, it looks like we're doing okay. Sometimes things are bugging out, but that's mostly because my, whatchamacallit, my network service, unfortunately, is not up to par as it used to be? As it should be? Even when I started streaming, I've been experiencing major internet disconnections. Like, even when I get raided... Yeah, even when I get raided, I still experience major disconnections. Alright, I think we're good for now. Now we gotta speak to Ping Ai. Going up. Not on a Tuesday. Oh, there you are, Granny.
Ah, you've returned. How did it go? Were you able to find the Smaragdus Jadeite?
1 second, folks. I just need to reposition my model. There we go. Wonder how much of it is it due to the amount of traffic from people working from home and stuff? Or just binging stuff online from last year? Probably terrible, in all honesty. We were, thanks to Yenfei.
Good, good. Then we have all the materials we need.
Well, if we're all set, Granny, I'll get going now. Got a ton of clients waiting for me back at the office.
Oh, you. All right, then. Go see to your business. Granny should be able to handle the rest.
I'm off then. Bye! Oh, yes, Traveler. Make sure you don't lose the business card I gave you. I've been looking into the laws of other nations as well. If you should ever bump into any trouble with the law, come find me directly. Regulars get discounts, too.
Again with the discounts.
Now, child, are you leaving or are you not? If you have no wish to leave, perhaps you'd like to help me clean my teapot, hmm?
I'm leaving! I'm leaving!
That child. Goodness knows where she learned to be so rambunctious. Her father was hardly so riotous or fond of talking nonsense back in the day when he stood beside Rex Lapis.
A truly unique Adeptus.
Ah, indeed she is. Liyue has changed, and the Adepti must also learn to change. Yanfei might be overly garrulous, but she is also the most intimately acquainted with the city among us all.
Huh.
Liyue is not the same place I once knew.
That is mood. That is mood to feel nostalgic about a place you used to live in, and it just isn't the same from how you remembered it, from where you grew up and whatnot. That is major mood. Anyways, Granny.
All right then. Let us speak of this no more. Back on topic. I believe that I still owe you a little gift.
Oh, Paimon's so excited! How is it made?
And how long does it take?
It is but a single teapot. It shan't take long at all. Just wait here for a moment.
Madame Ping begins to construct the gift.
There we go. This Serenity Pot is all yours now.
Yay!
Hold it firmly. If you were to drop it, oh goodness, who knows what might happen. Take these blueprints with you as well. You'll need them if you wish to make your teapot a little more lively inside.
Thanks, Granny. Shy.
Wait a minute, Granny. How exactly are we supposed to use this teapot?
Oh, you needn't worry about that. I've already arranged for a certain little helper to await you within this teapot. She will explain everything you need to know about it.
Perfect. This miraculous teapot known as the Serenity Pot seemingly contains... I did not finish reading. Okay. I am fairly certain that people won't find it conspicuous for me to enter a teapot like this. I think I'll do the cool IO. I like the color of this atmosphere. This one, the colors are warm, but it feels too rocky for me. Although I can see how people like this kind of atmosphere. This one, I love the colors in this one as well, but it feels too segregated. The pieces of land feel too segregated from each other. And on top of that, I don't like seeing too much clouds around, unless I'm in an airplane. So let's go with the cool IO for now. I love the colors of this one. Wait, can we switch the realm layouts? Here we go! Alright, let's start building our Kinoko crib.
Wow! This teapot seems even bigger inside than Madame Ping's! There's even a great big house in the middle, too!
Huh, this is a good start.
Huh. But there's just a whole load of nothing around it.
Get chiseling, Paimon. You could carve us a whole house out of this rock. Go dig a burrow to live in for now, I guess?
Hey! There's a perfectly good house right over there! Why should Paimon have to live in a hole in the ground?
Is the connection stable, guys? I feel like there's a delay right now. I just noticed it. it's that time of night where it's literally going downhill. And this is how people are disconnecting from me at the moment too. That took maybe a minute or two, but I'd hope it's back now. I would hope it's back. I had a video error and just refresh it. Oh, good. I'll just tell people in the chat to just refresh if it's not working as well. Yeah, I think it's because if people are lurking and they don't lurk for so long, they just haven't been able to refresh it. So the lurks don't count if people don't actively refresh the visuals. Which tends to happen with me, so... Basically, I just snarked at Paimon, and Paimon just said,
Hey, there's a perfectly good house right there over there. Why should Paimon have to live in a hole in the ground?
vocal pipes are way too dry to do a full Paimon voice. Anyways.
Still, why is it so empty here apart from that house?
Why do you say it's empty? There's a life form over here. There's a curious little penguin.
Oh, wait a second. What is that?
Not a what, it's more like who. Oh, cool. So we can... Okay, so we can meet some goals here. Holy gee whiz. Oh, there's a thick plot of land here. How do wait. No Paimon? No Paimon, I want this piece of land. Stop saying how about we explore the area ahead of us later? Look, it's so much land that we haven't put any properties down yet. Wait, do we even have our own map of this? Yeah, there's so much space we could put some stuff on. What the heck? Is this all we have to work with? Would be nice to change the background music too. Wait, I want to see how interactive this house is though. This is a door. Can I not enter the door? This is a door. Alright, let's take a look at the interior. Let's take a look at what we're working with. As I do need to make more buildings if I want to build this place into a dormitory. Whoa. Wait. Oh, automatic doors. Okay, fancy. Alright, so this clearly is one room. Ooh, it's a two-way, okay. This clearly is another room. Okay, this is a bigger room. Wait, are you saying I can't use this door to enter the balcony outside? Boo. And this space, wait, is it all just... Wait, hold on. What's the point of this door then? Literally, if you're going to have two doors upstairs, what's the point of having them if you can't open them? Seriously, game. Are you for real right now? What's the point of this whole fancy upstairs balcony if there's no other expandable feature on it? Oh, that's a table and chair set. Paid content for more rooms? Boo. You know what we're missing here? We're missing a basement. We're literally missing a basement. I can't make this into a full living space. I mean, maybe for like 1 or 2 people this would be fine, but... Unless maybe I want to open a restaurant down here? Because you have to think about it. There has to be... You have to have the manager's office. You have to have a kitchen. You have to have a storage for the food. You have to have the restrooms. Oh, it also has Dawn Winery's music, Pogs. Who is you?
Well, it seems that we have a visitor.
Who is you voiced by? Also, who is you?
It's a huge finch! Excuse me, I am not a finch. I am a teapot spirit, and you may call me... hang on a moment. What am I supposed to be called again? Oh, call me. I suppose you may call me Tubby.
You certainly look the part.
So you're the little helper Madam Ping mentioned? Madam Ping? Oh, you must mean Ping. Yes, she did summon me here. She told me much about you. You may leave all matters regarding the upkeep of this realm to me. Your journey may be far from over, but at least this way you will not want for a comfortable place to sleep each night.
So what's a teapot spirit exactly?
Though it is the Adepti who create realms such as this, they generally do not have the time of day to attend to the banal matter of their maintenance. Thus, we teapot spirits were created to help guard their realms and manage their affairs. You may consider me a butler, if you will.
Huh, okay.
Now, allow me to explain this realm to you. Have you any blueprints on you? Specifically, blueprints with beautiful rooms, chairs, and the like. As long as you have a blueprint, you can refashion this realm however you please. Blueprints? Oh, that's right! Granny handed us some when she gave us the teapot, didn't she? Let's take them out and have a look. Yes, these are the blueprints I'm talking about. Go on, open them up. Just commit the image of the objects to memory and prepare the necessary materials.
Sure thing.
Then simply release the thought from your mind and the object in the blueprint shall appear within this teapot. Wow! Is that all it takes? Then we could build a whole city inside, couldn't we? I doubt it. A golden-eyed Adeptus explained this to me at some point in the past. He said that even though subspace creation is a product of adeptal power, even that has its limits. This world is not a true one, after all. It provides merely a moment of brief respite from the mortal realm, not a means of escaping it entirely.
Maybe at some point in the future they will want us to pay for, whatchamacallit. They will probably want us to pay for more land plots or something if we want to expand. That's not. Well, there's always an opportunity for MiHoYo to make anything a cash grab. Not just the gacha itself, of course. Are you falling asleep on me, Tubby?
A golden-eyed adeptus? Paimon wonders who could that be? I hardly remember myself. What's more, I have never seen that adeptus again since.
There's so much land that you wouldn't need it. Hello? How can I have full creative liberty if I don't use all the land space that's visibly available? How very strange.
Well, let's not dwell on that. Have a look around. Best you get accustomed to this realm. If there's anything you would like to ask, just look for me.
After using and summoning the pot, travelers can interact with it and enter the abode within. Travelers can also use and summon the pot while they are within its confines. Interacting with the Serenity Pot in this state will allow travelers to leave it. Travelers can also directly open the map interface and fast travel to immediately leave the Serenity Pot.
But where are those who share the memory?
Oh, interesting. Mine ores fight Pigman. Terraforming confirmed. We can create all kinds of items like a towel. We can't chop down trees, but we can get pieces of wood. After obtaining a furnishing, use the place function to put it in position. Place furnishings to increase the adeptal energy rank of your Serenity Pot. As your adeptal energy rank increases, this realm currency will accumulate at a faster rate. Spend realm currency in the realm depot to purchase various items. Realm depot, like Home Depot. Once in a while, a teapot traveling salesman will visit. There's a chance that he will bring some rare treasures with him. If you acquire the blueprint, you can place furnishings by batch. You can still make adjustments to individual furnishings when batch placing them. Please ensure there are terms of service while using the teapot system. The creation of content discriminates. Okay. You would not instigate or take part in. The DLC will be Minecraft inside this game, bruh. Minecrafters rise up. Creation of content that discriminates anybody of any identity. I'm sure this is meant to say religion. The bullying or insulting of any travelers or group of travelers. Any other content or behavior that violates terms of service. So the thing I said before about somebody wanting to make a specific type of building, it doesn't seem... Well, they might find a way around it.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
I'll take a screenshot of this. I'm sure this is meant to say religion because I'm part of a small group of quality playtesters who are... We're not officially beta testers. We are live game playtesters. Language quality assurance. Oh yeah, they did list religion. My eyes skipped that. My eyes are being weird today. We may have to restrict your use of the game services if you do not follow these rules. This will include blah 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 blah. Of course, at the same time, you're welcome to use the report function to send feedback back to us. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. What am I creative liberty to do with something I put down? Wait, I can literally put it on any XY plane. On any XYZ plane. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Rotate. Okay. Interesting. Oh yeah, hold on. Where do I want to put this one? That's the blacksmith station. Wait, can I move the camera? Wait, I can't move the camera? I can't move the camera? Hello? Kinda. I guess I'll just place it right here for now. I can't move the camera? Wait. Never mind. It's WASD. It's WASD. Wait, how far can I move the camera? Oh my god. Okay, okay. Alright, so this is where the house is, right? Maybe I'll move this. Put this over here for now. Until I decide where to properly place it, because I could make like some kind of city around this house. We just need to make more buildings. I wonder how people in the mobile ports of this game are doing with this feature. So far, performance on this UI is pretty smooth. Now I just gotta wait for the game to finish loading. I do have a folding screen and a bed I can put down, although I don't want to place them down for now because I want to do something kind of interesting. Yeah, like there's a door over here. You can literally this door should be able to function. And there should be an extra room in the house, but it locks you out of an extra room. Like, what gives? How long do I have to wait to place furnishings, though? Yeah, there's co-op in this. The co-op feature can allow people to visit your home. So this is probably going to take some time for me to make something out of my my own biome, and this is taking a little bit longer than I expected. Wait, hold on. Oh. 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 Anything else you can tell me, Tubby?
Maybe you're not used to the place at the moment, but once you've materialized enough rooms and furniture through subspace creation, it will feel just like home.
I hope so. Hey! Trust rank. Oh, we got Primo Gems here. Actually, hold up. I want to get my Primo Gems to a specific amount. Because we still have to do the test runs. And I specifically need a screenshot on my Primo Gems at this. Can only be used in own world. Okay. Where is the exit? Oh, that's one way to get out. Yeah, I want my Primo Gems to go to a specific amount because it's a funny number. It's a very, very funny number. Also, at the same time, it will give us a good opportunity to check out what Yenfei's playstyle is like while we're at it.
I have spare bits, so here. Bye-bye, just wanted to give you some bits.
No problem, Ramen. Thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. Hope you're having a good day. A good evening.
Osman. This wine.
Alright, let me just do this test run first. Yeah, thank you for stopping on by. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. If you're doing well, then don't let me keep you from doing well. I know how this character works, but how did they build him? They gave him the Staff of Homa. They gave him Staff of Homa plus Noblesse Oblige. Interesting. No constellations. Level 8 talents. I can't believe this, though. They gave him the Staff of Homa instead of Vortex Vanquisher. I'm weak. Wait, hold on a second. What the hell is this HP now?
Osmanthus wine tick.
Wait, are you kidding me? This guy uses HP offensively, yet you can't give him 40k freaking HP. What the flip? What are we at here? The crit rate needs to be better. What the flip game? This energy recharge could be better. What the flip? I'm pissed. What is this geo damage bonus? You have a level 80 Zhongli and this is your elemental damage bonus for him? That's unrealistic. What about you, whelps? Noblesse oblige, noblesse oblige. Okay, reasonable, reasonable. Okay, so they basically still want you to use superconduct to lower enemy physical defense, so that way you can dish out the physical damage with this dude. Alright, let's entertain the masses. Let's use what they want us to do. Hey, twerps, over here. Over here.
Dodge this.
You're in for a little shock.
Solidify.
Another thing, I know they want to actually convince us to use Noblesse Oblige for supportive build, and also because it literally turns this thick meatball into some very, like, see, 700. This is almost literally 777%. But why not highlight the new why not highlight the new tenacity artifact set? Like, seriously.
Cool it. Come a little closer.
Oh, come a little closer, boys.
Duplicate frostbite. This is order. Gather.
That's 40k.
Let's spark things up.
Dodge this. Cool it. The smoke will be frozen in time. I will have order.
Ooh, that's a beautiful finish. That is a beautiful finish. Yeah, the Staff of Homeless is pretty much probably the most busted polearm weapon to exist that requires your entire bank account to be pulled for a lot of people, unfortunately. Some people were luckier to get the Staff of Homeless within some pulls of the weapon banner. Okay, now I can take a picture of this. 420 gems, funny number. I shall preserve this screenshot for all of my memory. Because I don't know when there will be a next time my Primo Gems will literally be at 420. It's lit. You know what else is lit? Stream Raiders. We have to get to our battle. Let's get to it. Easy. Oh yeah, let me also give a shout out to since Ramen Revolution comes from another community, another Twitch community I'm part of. Let me go ahead and shout out the streamer that Ramen is a part of. Wait, nope, I misspelled it. I'm gonna have to wait for the bot to refresh, of course. Wait, who's the strongest unit on the field right now?
Cowabunga.
There we go. Steel Games is another mostly Nintendo family-friendly streamer pal that I am associated with. He's pretty chill, he's pretty relaxing, and he plays a lot of co-op games, Nintendo co-op games for the most part.
Cowabunga.
So go drop him and his community a follow if you choose to check him back. Alright, Maffy. Congratulations, you've landed the most kills again, with Rohan with 4 kills and 5 assists, Leon with 7 kills, Curry with 3 kills, Green Zerg with 3 kills, and I'm just assisting. So, what would you like to do with the tank? Will you take it, or will you like me to raffle it? Let me know, fam, let me know. Let's raffle, sure thing. Hey, it's given to Leon, who just came in. GG's, Leon. Congratulations. Alright, so we have an orc war here now. We got a lot of orcs here, so it's time to bring forth the Orc Slayer. There we go. Legendary unit placed. Alright, folks, if you want to drop a unit in the Stream Raiders battle, just go to the link right here. We shall await your troopers. We shall certainly await your troopers. Oh shoot, I want a gold chest. Not only that, I just completed the 5 Templars mission. Now I need to clear 250 epic potions. Wow. Well, that's lovely. That's pretty lovely. Of course, we're not going to do any polls for this account.
Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's
Wait, is there nowhere else I can actually use these blueprints?
tourist spots, I have a few references.
I've already looked at this, actually. It just wants to give me one more Primo Gem. See, that wrecks up my 420. Hold on, let's go to a specific spot that... Let's go to a not-so-conspicuous place on the map where people won't have to awkwardly look at us entering a teapot. I'm very sure nobody's looking. Hey, thank you for the epic barbarian, Curry. Suck! Alright, let's take a look at the teapot for a second before we get into the next story quest, so we can unlock the new weekly boss.
Maybe you're not you.
Give you my gems. Hey, nice. will immediately complete a furnishing when used. Hey, Primo Gems! Ooh, I can actually make another building. Pox.
Maybe.
Increase your trust link to unlock this. Interesting.
Maybe.
Maybe.
People have been waiting their lives to use their berries, and their fruits, and their mints for something else. I feel like I could use fabric. I need silk flowers.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Ah, transient resin. Okay, let's take a look at this. An item that can be used to replenish original resin. Once used, it will restore 60 original resin. Once obtained, it will automatically yeet after a period of time. The expiration time will be calculated for the Monday after this item is obtained. It will disappear a week from then. Multiple transient resins obtained on different weeks will have their expiration dates counted independently. Okay, in a way it's like fragile, except this basically is like a fragile resin with an expiration date. Ah. Another way to get Mystic Enhancement ores. Furnishings though. Blueprints. Show me what we got. Straw hut? Straw depot. Oh, I can make a village with the straw huts, but if we can't interact with them, what's the point? Oh shoot, you can make a different room with the timber wall with jade eaves. Okay, yeah, this is pretty cool. I'm down for this. I am so down for housing in this game.
Maybe you're.
Maybe.
If you ever have any questions about the realm within, you may ask me.
Is there no way to, like, learn these recipes besides... Okay.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Maybe.
Looks like we're gonna have to farm some silk flowers. Need to make the blue dye. I need to get some more wood. What else do I need? Cedar wood. Tiantrin. Lantern. Billowing sails. Well, your boy is gonna have to double check where the heck he's gonna get all this darn wood. And I get more blueprints. Amazing.
Maybe.
Oh, we got some. Whoa, okay. That's a lot of fabrics. I'll take it. Wait. Interesting. Okay. I don't want to make too much stuff yet. You never know. But just to get some experience, just to get used to the routine. Construct 3 furnishing, obtain 30 pieces of wood cutting down trees, reach trust rank 2, reach adeptal energy rank humble abode.
Ooh, candle.
Every journey has its final day. Don't rush.
Maybe.
Let's make this for now. Let's make a portable fruit stand. How long does this take? It takes half a day to make this. Ay, ay, ay. Vial of Adeptal Speed. Do I wanna speed this up? No, I wanna save it. Let's do one. Oh, wait, what? Trust rank 2, of course. Alright, we'll be back. We'll be back later, folks. Oh, this is handy. Hell yeah, this is handy. But I mean, thing is, James, is that once we use this up, we use it up, and I don't know how we can get more of these things.
Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references.
We'll be back. We'll definitely be back here later. Alright, back to Teyvat we go. And I still need to figure out what the heck I need to spend my resin on before it gets full. I think I already did spend about, what, 40 resin on my main account? No, I spent 40 resin on my free-to-play account with D-Luke. Ooh, that's a small window of error. Let's make 10 of these for now. For a moment, that said 4 out of 20. Alright, I'm gonna hold off from making any more because I need to get more butter and stuff. Plus, I would like to make more golden chicken burgers. You get some from ranking up and some from the shop? Well, if you say so. Oh, let me just double check something real quick first.
Have you heard?
The rite of parting?
We passed another Keith Silverstein voice. He's not only Geodaddy, but he's also that dude who says, "Have you heard? The rite of parting." Alright, let's see what my requests are this week. Dandelion seeds, maybe. 10 spikes of wheat, screw that. 3 windmill asters, sure. Dandelion seeds, sure. Let's also check Liyue to see if it has one more request I can just yoink for the week. Oh yeah, I still need to try Yanfei. Thank you for the epic barbarian, Maffy. In my opinion, it's worth to get more hourly realm currency. Alright, I'll just use one for now. For now. I think honestly my free-to-play account is a lot more ready for the Spiral Abyss than this account ever will. Oddly enough. A serving almond tofu? 3 violet grass? Ooh, violet grass. Ugh. Do I want to sacrifice violet grass or do I want to sacrifice some iron chunks? Well, if I'm not using violet grass to wait a minute.
One, two.
You have more than enough violet grass. I think you're done with violet grass. Unless they decide to introduce another character who needs violet grass, then that will screw me up. Damn. Wait, do I have almond tofu? Oh, this is Xiao's almond tofu. I'll take the violet grass one. Yeah, of course. I think for my free-to-play account, once we get the chance, I won't be spending the bottle to get a feel for it. Here, I guess we could spend a bottle or two. Alright, so let me just use a bottle and more stuff for the housing. Well, let me go to a not-so-conspicuous spot first. So I can use my teapot in peace. Because we don't want people to think us being weirdos to get zapped into a teapot. Where is a not-so-conspicuous spot on this?
What are you staring at?
Oh, this is a not-so-conspicuous spot. Gotta go to platform number 934. Nobody can look down here. Zappity zap zap.
Maybe you're not used to the place at the moment, but once you've materialized...
Oh, there's a fruit stand. Wait, when did I get rocks? When the heck did I get some rocks here? I guess I'll put them to the side for now. I'm gonna put them in specific locations so I can, I guess, work for the feng shui aesthetic. Then we could go ahead and put a nut. Oh, this is very tiny. This is a tiny tree. I probably might turn on grid mode. Oh no, are we disconnecting again? Is this happening again? Oh no. Once again, there has to be a network hiccup.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
This always has to happen. Okay, I think are we done hiccuping now? Okay, now I would assume we're done hiccuping, I would hope. Had a bit of buffering, but video didn't drop. Yeah, I didn't want to do anything too important if there's any kind of buffering going on. This just happens with my service, period.
Where do you want to go next?
Thank you for the epic bomber,
If you'd like
Aldcoran.
to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references.
Maybe.
Okay, we got some level in the trust rank. Construct 3 furnishing. Reach trust rank 2. Reach adeptal rank.
Maybe.
I'm just basically missing pieces of wood. It's kind of interesting. Then again, when we had our first trial for Zhongli, he didn't have the Vortex Vanquisher either. They gave him the prototype polearm that I'm using for him right now. I just use it for him because it like matches with him aesthetically, but it also works. The passive for it works well with his elemental skill. And I'm hoping to get more polearm billet prototype thingy-majiggies to upgrade it. Even though I do have a max refined Crescent Pike, though. Because I honestly find both polearms, well, the Crescent Pike is definitely a really great weapon for free-to-play. And one of the most spectacular busted polearms for 4-star that you can craft. But at the same time, that's not to say this prototype, this thingy, shouldn't deserve some recognition either. Alright, let's go ahead and try. We already know how Diona plays out. Let's go ahead and try out Yanfei. She's a catalyst. The last fire catalyst we got was Klee. Seems like she's mainly built to be a damage stacker. Okay, at least her projectiles go straight forward. Ooh. She's a soloist. And the book they gave her is The Lost Prayer to the Sacred Winds. Probably hands down one of, if not the best Catalyst weapon. Increases movement speed when in battle, gain an 8% elemental damage bonus every 4 seconds. This definitely is a weapon for Klee, too. Crimson Witch, of course, of course. Alright, let's take a look. 1 hit damage, 93%, 83%, 122%. Her charged attack, depending on, I guess, these things, will vary. Skill damage at 271%. Ooh, 9 seconds for a cooldown? Not bad. Summons blistering flames that deal AoE pyro damage. Anyone hit by the flames will grant her the maximum number of Scarlet Seals. Spray of intense flames that rush at nearby opponents, dealing pyro damage. Also AoE. Maximum number of Scarlet Seals applying Brilliance. Brilliance grants her a Scarlet Seal at fixed intervals. Increases the damage dealt to her by charge attacks. People may say she's like a Pyro Ningguang, but I find her in a way to be kind of like... Her charged attack is like Ningguang, but everything else is like different. When Yanfei consumes Scarlet Seals by using a charged attack, the Scarlet Deal will increase Yanfei's pyro damage bonus by 5%, which will last for 6 seconds. Does it stack? When charged attack is used again, it will dispel the previous effect. Okay, so no stacking. When the charge attack deals a crit hit, she will deal an additional instance of AoE pyro damage equal to 80% of her attack, which counts as charge attack damage. Okay, so which works with her abilities. Alright, let's give her a go.
Inadmissible evidence! Incinerate! Breath of the flame!
Breath of the Wild!
Okay. 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 She does work. She does work, of course. She does major work. Let me see if the tier list website actually put her on the list yet. I'm very curious. She is the latest new character, after all. Is she considered more DPS or sub-DPS? They didn't put her on the website yet, what the frick? What about the Genshin Impact, the guide? The one guide I looked at, from what's their name? From Gobalin, yeah. Okay, Gobalin has not looked at builds yet either. I'm guessing everybody's looking at Yanfei right now. Takes a while, lots of testing. Absolutely, even the even Gacha Gamer needs to take some time to test the waters. I mean, test the fires with Yanfei. Chew to the bone.